Hey there. So, it is autumn, almost winter, a couple more weeks. And a couple of things have happened over the past week or two that have me thinking about the Buddhist concept of impermanence, right? So the idea that everything is temporary, right? Nothing is permanent, everything will fall away, right? And that attachment to things can often be the root of suffering, right? Our wanting to like grasp and hold on to things that are not lasting can cause us suffering. So fall, right? So I live in the Northeast, and last night there was a crazy kind of like windy, snowy event that happened. And I went out for my run today, and I'm looking at the trees, and some of them are completely bare. Some of them have, one or two scraggler leaves kind of hang on the ends. And then others seem to hold on to their leaves for a good long time. And it had me thinking about that connection between the tree and the leaf. And how it's inevitable that those leaves will fall, right? It's the leaf is an impermanent thing, right? It is temporary, and it will eventually fall from the tree. But why do some leaves stay longer? And it just had me thinking about, is it that the leaf is so important to the tree that the sort of connection and bond between the two is so much stronger, that it is thicker and bigger and harder? Is it that the liquid inside of the leaf is stickier and therefore sticks longer? Is it that the wind just didn't hit that leaf in the right way to take it down? There's a host of reasons, right? And I think the interesting piece about this question to me, as I think about it, and as, obviously as it relates to people, none of those things are fault or a reason for judgment, right? So a leaf may have fallen light breeze number 1 back in September, right? The breeze, and a leaf fell. And that leaf that fell already is no less or more valuable than the leaf that's holding on still. It's just as important in the kind of chlorophyll making oxygen carbon dioxide system, right, that trees are, and as part of this earth. So it's not a value judgment how quickly a leaf falls or how easily it lets go. So I think about human beings and how we can be attached to certain things with a strong, sticky, hard, rigid bond that holds on for anything, and other things we don't stick to and we just let go. And neither of those is better or worse. Neither of those makes us a better person or a worse person. Neither of those makes us good or bad or evil or any of those things. It is our nature, right? So it might be an individual leaf's nature to hold on to that tree until the last possible blizzard-like wind comes through sometime in February. That is the nature of that leaf. Another leaf's nature is to fall, like I said earlier, in the lightest of breezes in September. So the question, I think, for me, as I was kind of running today, was thinking, am I a different leaf in different situations? So am I a sticky, hard, hold-on leaf in some, and I could give in other situations? And do either of those levels of attachment cause me to suffer? That's the question. The judgment is not in the attachment. The judgment is in the attachment's pain-causing properties for me, right? So in other words, if I cling to something with such fervor and kind of refuse to accept that it's impermanent and temporary, that could be painful for me, right? That could be a cause of suffering unnecessarily by denying the reality that things are not permanent. At the same time, letting go of things too quickly, not kind of being dismissive of important relationships or being dismissive of emotion or the necessariness of connection interpersonally. could also cause me suffering, right? So I think that's the thought of the day is, in the scheme of things, nothing is permanent and everything is temporary. So everything will eventually fall away. And how much do I hold on to things? Or how little do I hold on to things? And what is that doing for me in my life in terms of fulfillment and happiness and lack of suffering? Just an area to contemplate for me today. So as always, be well. Please stay safe. Please wear a mask. Please wash your hands. And don't forget to love each other. We're not doing this alone. We never have, and we never will. So take care, and I will see you again soon.